And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, that catch just gives us another reason to praise Odell Beckham Jr. Off to an incredible start to his NFL career.
3 Pro Bowls, 3 straight Pro Bowls, obviously, and first Giant to do that in more than 50 years, Charles.
And how about the numbers that he's put up also? 1,300 or more yards and 10 or more touchdowns in each of those 3 seasons.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Orleans Darkwa with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. There goes Harris. And it's a touchdown for the New York Giants.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the catch made here by Sharon Peake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. The 20. He completes it to Peake. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first down carry here for Charles. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On second down, Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll let it go deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And Rosas puts this one through. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going...
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Orleans Darkwa, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fancy footwork by Charles. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 6 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Room to run past midfield. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. A good pickup there at 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Marshall. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the clear. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Orleans Darkwa, 67 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st down, it's Lynch. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot. 1
shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Green's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jay Bromley able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Looking to throw on second down. Lynch. Peek's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Play action. Manning. Flushed out right. Caught right side. It's Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down. Lynch. He's going to fire one deep left. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Out of the gun, Lynch. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. from the gun, it's Manning. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Shotgun now for Manning. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And now out come the Giants. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Akeem Ayers in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Now Lynch going to give to Charles. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And he's got Peak. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Looking to throw on second down. Lynch, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Jamal Charles on third down. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was fourth down, and the possession changes. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Tremendous play right there by Eli Apple, sealing the game with that interception for his team. I bet that'll make his mom, Annie, really happy.
Absolutely making Annie proud. He was born in Philadelphia. Tough kid from the city of brotherly love, and a tough play there to seal it. They'll run with Darquan. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Manning looking to throw it. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
A dump off for Charles. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Let's go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Back to throw. Shedding the tackle. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mark Hertzlick in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Lynch now, work to do, certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Now Lynch steps away, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Darquan. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Well, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Emmanuel Sanders, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Denver, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.